just took off on that one, and he might have just won the game for him.
Alright, we are live. Hello everyone. Good to see you all here. Happy Sunday to all of you. Hope you had an amazing weekend. I'm here, I'm live, and I'm doing well. Gonna play some Madden here tonight as well. We're gonna be playing Detroit Lions at Kansas City. So go ahead and get this game started. But it's good to see you all here. Hope you're doing well. I'm slowly bringing up excuse me, I'm slowly bringing up my chat here, so I'll be with you in just a second. It's good to see you all here. Alright. Hello Megan, good to see ya. Hope you're doing well. My weekend was good. You love the icons. I'm glad you love it. I am going to be doing Kansas City at Detroit at Kansas City, and I'm going to be Kansas City tonight. All right.
Tonight, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Detroit Lions.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl and came really within 1/4 of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. First carry now for David Montgomery. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
3rd and 2, Goff. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Waiting on it will be Richie James.
All right, here. Let's go. Overhead has a flag. Really? Excuse me. Holding offense. Really? Come on.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Actually, it was a legal block on the back, but still. Come on.
Mahomes
Gotta do better.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing.
So how is everyone doing? Hope you're all doing well. Thank y'all for being here.
And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll get this one to Kelsey.
All the way home.
It's complete. Oh, some strong running. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 61 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Pacheco. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys.
There we go.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
So how you doing, Megan? Hope everyone's doing good. Thank y'all for being here. If you haven't already, hit that like button, share this out. It would really help me out.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their
it will really help the algorithm.
I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually
So I appreciate you guys being here. Hope you all had a great weekend.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position.
I was busy this weekend, but I had a good weekend.
You're a nice man.
Not looking forward to Monday, but it's okay. It's going to be a great week, I hope.
23 yards, the final tally.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually
hopefully I'll be live tomorrow night. They are calling for some more storms, so hopefully I'll be going live and able to do a stream for all of you. I'll be live twice tomorrow, so you're going to see me twice.
Another first down as he went right
twice in one day.
This time
why not?
17 yards. Montgomery on the counter. Down to about the 32.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Come on, D. Let's go, D.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This now a 3rd and 4. Now gone. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the
Under pressure.
The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
All right, no more.
On play action, it's Mahomes. That's laid out deep.
That was bad.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph, and the Lions are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Yeah, Detroit back in possession of the football. Yeah, they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now gone. That's to N.O.R.A. St. Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit first down.
I don't care who you put on him. he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Hello, Bordeaux Fart. Good to see ya. How you doing? How's everyone doing tonight?
2nd and 10.
Good seeing you all here.
To throw is Goff. His throw incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Goff throwing again. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
There we go.
By Justin Reed.
Nice. Can't seem for Megan, you know. Do a little dance for Megan.
It's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
Nice.
He'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he'll get about 4 there as he
So how is everyone doing? Doing good? Happy Monday to you. Almost Monday here. Another hour.
It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go
I had a great weekend.
try and put it in that way.
And a
for sure.
Gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Now I just gotta get this ball in the end zone.
The short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. To throw,
without getting it intercepted.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Goff. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Out of the gun. Goff. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. James now to return it. Well, a nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. He's been picked off twice in this ball game already, and they'll try to sort things out here as they begin with a 1st down. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts him in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Look, we talk about second effort all the time, but in short yardage situations, you'd better have second effort in order to try and pick up a 1st down. And sometimes as a back, you have to be your own blocker too, don't you?
And we talk about running lanes. He made his own running lane right there with that power move. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep
I was going to say.
But he was unable to get
I was about ready to challenge that dude.
Couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
If they want a 1st, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage.
We're keeping it on the ball or on the ground. I cannot talk tonight. I'm sorry, guys.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Pacheco gets it up the gut, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. On the ground. It's Gray. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing. And as a player, that means an awful lot.
Come on, get in there.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet.
There we go.
Try again. And this time he
Much
will
better.
score. Touchdown KC.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already.
I appreciate you lurking on and off.
Gone. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he's taken down.
Hello, Adam. How you doing? Good to see you.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
You can almost hear the siren.
I'm Kansas City tonight, by the way. Well, it's good to see you all here.
It's been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there.
Missed all of you.
Needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Trying to find Jamison Williams, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
Pushing and shoving. I love it.
2nd and 8 coming up.
I'm doing good.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7. Now Goff. Over the middle, complete. That's Gibbs. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
All right. 2nd quarter. Let's go.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
I don't think so.
Just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Did you see some flakes?
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's got the first as
I can make it snow.
At the 28-yard line.
I don't see any. Maybe it's raining. I don't really know the weather conditions.
Dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones on the stop.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Gone. And he's got it. Touchdown. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now here comes Kansas City.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get
just kind of a chill night here, guys, but good to see you all here. What did you all have for dinner tonight? I had an Italian sub.
Now Mahomes.
Had pizza last night for dinner. Where are you throwing at, dude? That's intercept or interference. Thank you.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball, and if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 62 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Right.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, it's Pacheco.
I guess we have to field goal it. Darn it.
On the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh well, it's all right. For your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. We're going to look at N.O.R.A. St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive.
Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, you're a former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off. So you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of players. So let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Goff. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Jack Fox on to punt. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The ball back to the Chiefs and Isaiah Pacheco.
It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here's Pacheco to begin.
Kind of a quiet night here. I know everybody else is live, but I appreciate you guys for tuning in.
73 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 35 back to work on 2nd
Spending your Sunday with me.
Here's Pacheco.
I know I've been gone for a couple of days, but I missed you all. Hope you're doing well. Appreciate you guys doing here. If you haven't already, hit that like button, share this out, and let everybody know that we're live. And if you're new here, please subscribe. It's free. I'm looking forward to being live tomorrow through the rest of the week. That's the plan, at least. Unless something changes.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 1st down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Under pressure.
Alex Anzalone coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Mahomes going to throw. That's laid out deep for Rice. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
All right. No, come on now.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes.
All right, well.
Incomplete, nearly intercepted. Remember, he had his hands on
Passing game is not the greatest tonight.
Could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Goff now to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's gone. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. Goff now looking to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Again, Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, It could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. In motion goes the tight end. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 40-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Play action. It's gone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now here's Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Pacheco, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down, and the Lions will take over.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd down and 6.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
first down throw. Gone. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. This is caught by Williams. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And he's brought down. 57 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Goff now looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions are back within a score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Badgley on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And last time they were stopped on 4th down. Had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down. Do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
They need 18 yards here on third down.
Mahomes now to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. And, Charles, they just handed them a gift. Going for it there, that spot of the field inside the 20, boy.
Yeah, sometimes you think you've got plenty of time in a game, so you take a little bit of a crazy risk. This goes in the category of a crazy risk. Yeah, I'm giving you 3 on that one. But how about on the defensive side of the ball? To see them come out, line up, and decide to go for it there, you figure there's no way we're giving this one up, and we're going to turn the ball over for our own offense and get some points out of it.
Yeah, they did the first part of that. Now they'll be looking to add those points with great field position. On 1st and 10, Goff. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
Back to throw, Goff.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Trent McDuffie getting the chance to blitz and finishing it off with his sack. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these
I think they can do that with NCAA. I've done that before in the past. But I don't know about Madden.
They've got no chance to win this
I'm going to have to take a look at that.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal.
Team N.O.R.A versus,
Right hash.
I don't know.
This will be a 51-yard attempt.
Somebody. Nope.
Badgley's kick is good. And they will tie things at 17 all.
Alright, whatever.
Line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now 2nd and 5.
They'll set up a throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. But they are all even to this point. So to see if either side can pull away, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the start of the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Eventually, I'll be playing college teams, but right now I don't have that game.
And ready to get the party started for the second
on
half. It was
this system, I don't.
Half, all tied on the scoreboard.
But this is all pro NFL.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
I'll both have the college game.
The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Motion man right is Rice. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Dancing away at the 35. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has
That's
to be
a nice
passed
run,
on to
honestly.
another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Really nice play.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Pacheco gets it again on second down.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
They'll come
on, throw the ball. Let's go. Nope. Gosh darn it.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that second.
Nice.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Butker on for the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up.
It's awfully quiet here tonight.
Them point for point, but it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On first down, gone. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now gone. A quick throw there is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
From the gun on third down, gone. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10
Come on.
at their own 27. And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
I should have just took the delayed game, but I don't want to do it.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Nice.
Mahomes throw here complete to Kelsey. And he'll be knocked to the turf right there as he gets it up to the 43. On first down now, run with McKinnon. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And it's
interference.
at the goal line. Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
Or a holding. Thank you. Got lucky. We got lucky.
Comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
McKinnon trying to run inside, but nothing there. And quickly, they get to the line. And they'll run again. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Jarek McKinnon with his second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Another shot now for this Lions offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
If you're having some trouble, make sure to refresh your screen. But everything should be working here.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I appreciate you guys lurking here. Hopefully you're enjoying the game.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery.
Oh, what are you doing?
There he goes, left side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
First and 10, here's Gibbs. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. To throw is gone. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. able to knock that one away.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Montgomery back to the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. He will push his way down to about the 14. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Throwing on third. Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Badgley able to knock this one through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now 3rd down and 7. To throw, it's Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. On 1st down, Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Out to the right, here's McKinnon.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They run once more with McKinnon.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down and 8. On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short.
Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Goff.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They go draw play to McKinnon. And he's got some space here. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And they'll accept that penalty. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. A handoff now for Pacheco. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes.
This one complete. It's Rashee Rice.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
I apologize if I'm very boring tonight, but I appreciate you guys for being here. Hope you're doing well.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage.
I know I've not been live for the past couple of days, but I'm going to try to be here the rest of the week. Hopefully we'll have a better turnout. I know everybody's busy and it's getting warmer out, and I get it. I miss all of you, and I know you all miss me. I appreciate you guys for tuning in, at least smashing that like button and being here for me.
It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing.
At least want to finish this series out. Then once everything's done, I'm going to put this game to rest for a while.
Tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
I mean, I am having fun playing this game, but I know not everybody's into football games. I get it.
And that flag accepted.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
No.
Picked off by Will Harris. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. After the interception, here's Goff. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
I I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away. They stuck it in the end zone. Keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Pacheco. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. 2nd and 5. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for, because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
On first down, McKinnon again. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. The tight end in motion right. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do, because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's taken down. A Cheifs sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From the gun, here's Goff. That's complete to Laporta. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
3rd down and 10. Here's Goff. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Gone. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. That's 2nd down. To the air again. Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
The Arrowhead crowd in full roar. Here's 3rd down. Out of the gun. Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Goff on 1st down. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
2nd and 6 coming up. A shotgun snap for Goff. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing again is Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost gets the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. McKinnon is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now Goff on 1st down. Got his man. It's Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now it's Goff. Finding Williams once more, complete. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Goff now to throw.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Third and 2.
Goff throwing again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is going to have a Lions
1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Now Goff. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Tershawn Wharton
in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Goff now looking to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Kansas City.
All right, folks, that wasn't too bad of a game. I want to thank y'all for being here tonight. Hope you guys have a good night, good rest of your day, no matter where you're at in the world. You guys have a good night. We'll do it again tomorrow. You guys have a good night. Much love to you all. Stay safe, stay healthy. Wash your hands, drink your soap. There's so much more. I'm going to go ahead and call it now, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank y'all for being here. Much love. Take care.